Hello, and welcome to Fortress, Alaska. I'm your host, Dave, and today I am going to be showing you a short hike at the Glen Alps hiking area, which is part of Chugach State Forest, which is part of Chugach National Forest, which is an area about the size of Massachusetts. So it's a large area, but I'm just going to take you hiking in one little area because I took the dogs out for a little hike. Right now, I am not in Chugach National Forest. No, wait, I am in Chugach National Forest. I'm sorry. I am just about 60 miles away from where I hike the dogs, though. So I've driven 60 miles, and I'm still in the forest. Like I said, it's bigger than the state of Massachusetts, so it goes for a long way heading that direction. In fact, just so that you realize this, Chugach National Forest is about 1.5% of all of Alaska. So it takes quite a few Massachusetts to make up Alaska. Anyways, this is just a little view area as I am here in part of the Chugach National Forest. This is Portage Valley. This is a gravel pit. They dig the gravel to make the highway, and then they turn into a recreational area. They're still working on this. This is still in the phases of being developed. But anyways, so enjoy this short little hike. The weather when I hiked was not nearly as the weather I have right now. Out walking the dogs, exploring new trails in the Glen Alps area, swinging around. That's Flat Top Mountain. You can probably see the trail going up there. Back over here is this like Blueberry Ridge or Blueberry Loop, I don't know. Anyway, a lot of people pick blueberries. So, just an area of Glen Alps. Beautiful mountain scenes. Lovely day. So, we found blueberries, and my son eats them, the dogs eat them, so we don't actually take them home because we just eat the blueberries that we find. Okay, all these little berries here are crowberries. Crowberries are edible, but they're not the best tasting. They're usually used as filler for something else, but crowberries grow everywhere on the mountainside. Just more scenery here. As I walk and look around, there's Flat Top still, but I've come over another ridge so I can see more things. You can see the weather seems to be turning over there. It was blue sky at first. Lots to see, lots of scenery. If you can see the switchbacks on that mountain in front of us, that takes you up to the top of Little O'Malley Peak, which is a nice long hike. And last time I was up there, the winds were so high, I was worried I was going to get blown off, so I stayed away from the edge. Yeah, the winds were that strong. It's a pretty windy day today, which is nice because there's no bugs to be seen. But just more stuff you can see if you hike around in Glen Alps. Mind you, there are more trails than you can imagine, so you can come here day after day and always hike a different trail and see new and different things. Haven't seen any real wildlife, just people. But there are moose and bears here. Black bears, brown bears, and moose, and lynx, and wolves, and coyotes, and rabbits, ptarmigan, all kinds of things, but just not seeing anything today. So here's my dog Cricket grazing for the crowberries. She goes along picking them up. She likes them all, crowberries, blueberries, any berry she can find she'll eat. I do have to watch her because sometimes she picks the wrong type of berries. So, and also we have very large mushrooms I put there for scale. That's actually an edible mushroom, but I'm not going to harvest it. It's too old. I don't know the name of this mushroom, but they're growing all over the hillside, but it is an edible mushroom. Here, we'll show you underneath. But all those little holes are where little insects have gone in. That's why I tend not to pick and eat them. But while out hunting or hiking or camping, you can see the bugs have been in there. You can see the worms right there. You look closely. You can see the worms in the mushroom. But so that is a problem with them, is you get worms in them. But when I'm out hunting or out camping in the deep wilderness, I just cut them up and cook them with the food, and you get a little extra protein with the mushrooms that you're eating. So I'll leave those here. And now let's get up and look around. As you can see, there's lots of those mushrooms on the hillside. But down here we have Powerline Pass, if you can see the power lines, and then the river. Been walking through that river before, and just more views when you're hiking in the Glen Alps area. It only took a matter of minutes from it to go from a beautiful sunny breezy afternoon to a rainy day. This is why when you're in Alaska, always dress for bad weather and wear layers, so that when the weather moves on you, you got gear to keep you warm and dry. Because I'm still a long way from getting back to my car, and it would be really nasty if I didn't have good gear on. Remember, there is no bad weather, only bad gear. So me and Brown Dog, otherwise known as Kiona, just walking down the trail heading back towards the parking area. We're probably, I don't know, 25-30 minutes away. It's still raining. I don't know if you can see the rain. It's a light rain. The wind has died down, which is good, because cold and wet and windy are bad, but cold and wet's not so bad. Dog doesn't care. She's got so much fur, she doesn't even notice. She's just happy to sniff along as we walk through these trails. I do like the blue pine cones, or purple pine cones. They really are quite pretty. In case she's never seen purple pine cones before. But let's see. Just walking along. Oh. Anyways, look at the nice greens. The rain falling around me. Look at some of those old stumps. That tree growing out of that mess. Let's look back up the trail. And we're going back around. And more of the beautiful purple pine cones. Let's see if we get a close-up of them. So, just wandering along. More of them. Just showing you some sights you can see, and I'm in Anchorage actually. I'm in the Chugach State Park, but it borders Anchorage. Sometimes the trail closes in like this, and well, you just got to work your way through it and just enjoy the hike. It's still raining on me, although not too bad, but it's always fun just bushwhacking here on this trail, walking along, enjoying a rainy afternoon with the dog. Just walking along. I hope you enjoyed our little trip in the Chugach State Forest, the Glen Alps parking area, Glen Alps hiking area, whatever you call it, a little flat top and Little O'Malley Peak and Powerline Pass. Anyways, once again, I'm your host Dave. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, ask questions, all the algorithm stuff, and as always, have a good day and get out shooting.